Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be my November favorites. I didn't have a favorites last month because there was nothing that really wowed me, except for maybe one product, which I'm gonna include in this month's favorites. I'm gonna start off with skincare. I have been absolutely loving this GLAM Glow Supermud Clearing Treatment. So a little side story with this. So before I was a YouTuber, everybody talked about this face mask on YouTube, and sometimes YouTubers tend to hype things up and maybe they're not that great. I don't know what happens. I think it just kind of snowballs and everybody jumps on this bandwagon, and so sometimes things aren't that great. And when everyone was talking about this, I wanted it so bad, and I went to Sephora and I looked at the price and I was like, hell no, I'm not buying that. That is so expensive, and I couldn't afford it at the time. So it pained me, but I put it back and I thought, maybe it's not that great. So really proud moment. I actually met the owners of GLAM Glow and they gave it to me, and I was just so happy because it really brought me back to that time where I couldn't afford it, to them actually giving it to me to try, and it was, I don't know, it's just like a really proud moment. Honest opinion, even though they gave it to me, this mask is phenomenal. I didn't really care for the black mask, whichever one that is. I'm not sure what it's called, but it comes in the black container. But this one is amazing. If you have deep-rooted blackheads that you can't just like squeeze out, I know that's gross, but they're really in there and there's nothing that's gonna get them out. This stuff pulls everything out of your face. It's so interesting to watch. You know when something's really gross, but you look at it anyway because you're like, oh, wow. And as it's drying, it's actually pulling out all your impurities. And the way you know that it's working is because little dark dots will start to come to the surface. And what that is the oils that are in your pores, and it's pulling all that disgustingness out of your face. And you can literally see like where everything is. So if you have a pimple, like I had a pimple on my forehead when I tried it, and where I had that pimple, the word pimple is gross in itself. This whole topic is disgusting, but whatever. So the oil was literally coming out of it, and it was disgusting, like so gross, but it was also very interesting because I was like, yes, it's working, and it really does work, and I definitely recommend it if you have any of those issues I just talked about. So the next skincare item we are going to talk about is this Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Cleansing Oil. And this stuff is so good at getting rid of all of your makeup. And I'm going to say it gets ink blot gel liner off because everyone uses that as the reference, because that stuff is so hard to take off. It's like the most permanent makeup item that I think every makeup guru, I hate the word guru, makeup ninja uses. So this gets rid of that foundation, earthing. This gets rid of everything. And not only that, but at first it's a little bit hard to get used to because it is an oil, and oil doesn't mix with water, right? So when you rinse your face off, you feel a slight residue left over. And at first I was like, is that supposed to happen? It kind of feels weird. But after I towel dried my face, just kind of pat dried it, my skin looked like a baby's butt. Like, even my husband told me that my skin looked amazing, and it does after using this oil. It looks really glowy. If you have dry skin, this stuff is phenomenal. So the next skincare item are these Tart Fresh Eyes makeup remover wipes. These, I'm so tongue-tied today. But anyways, these makeup remover wipes are phenomenal. These are so good. If you guys aren't into like oily makeup remover wipes, you might not like these because they are oily. But here's my theory. I have all these theories. The more oil a makeup remover has, the easier it breaks down your makeup. So you're not rubbing your eyes super aggressively or your face really aggressively because the oil really breaks it up. So although it may not feel that nice afterwards, because you do have to wash your face after using these, just so you don't have that residue left over, you should always wash your face after using a makeup wipe. It's not in place of washing your face anyways. These are really good, and trust me, you'll have less wrinkles if you use makeup wipes like this. I'm not saying you have to use these in particular, but these are the only ones I've used that are that oily in a good way. They're good. Next, I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I have owned this thing for a while, and I just didn't use it because I was using the MAC Fix Plus to like kind of set my foundation and my powder and all that stuff. And during Halloween, Alex Faction on YouTube, he came and we were getting ready together and he had this and he said it was really good. So I tried his and my makeup looked really flawless all night. Like I was really surprised because usually in my T-zone, I get super oily and gross and the makeup tends to slide around. But my makeup held up and I was wearing a lot of makeup on Halloween. Like I caked it on, so I was really impressed. Like I don't know what to say. That was the true test. And this stuff is amazing. If you're looking for a makeup setting spray, this is the best. And of course, I lost the cap. I lose the cap to everything. So moving on to makeup, for the month of November, I have had this phenomenal nude lip combo that I've been loving. So I'm gonna share it with you guys now. It's the OCC lip pencil in the shade Trick. Perfect nude lip liner, perfect. This particular color actually makes it look like an extension of my own lip. It's not super dark to where I look kind of chola-ish. So I love that shade in particular. And I've been pairing it with this Colourpop lippy stick in the shade Skimpy. Perfect nude, perfect nude. In all my pictures in November where I've had a nude lip, it's been this combo. And this lippy stick, I love the name of it, lippy stick. It is a nude color and it has a really nice peach undertone. And the finish of it is glossy. So it almost looks like you're wearing a lipstick with a lip gloss on top, but it's just one product and I really like it. Usually I'm not that fond of glosses, but I like this. Skippy Trick. Moving on to eyes. Oh, let's move on to eyebrows actually. So you guys know I love to use the Tarte pencil for my eyebrows in my brow tutorial, and I love to use the dip brow, but I have been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in chocolate for the whole month of November, and I love it. I think it's really nice. I'm actually only wearing this pencil on my entire eyebrow, and before I was using pencil and then the dip brow, which I still like to use when I have more heavy eye makeup because I think it just makes my brows look a little bit more defined. But for just a more natural light brow, I've been using this pencil and I love the texture, the color. It's not too creamy to where it wipes off. It stays in place all day. So this is a great eyebrow pencil if you guys are looking into one. I also really love the Tarte one. I can't really figure out which one I love more. A lot of people ask me if I like this more than the Tarte, and I don't know. I do find that this one looks good on my more sparse areas and it still looks pretty even. So maybe this one? I don't know. So for mascara this month, I'm not really that big of a mascara person. Like I'm not going to be the person to tell you all these mascaras are great or whatever, because my eyelashes are just so small that no mascara in the world is going to make them look longer. But I found a mascara that does make them look thicker and it makes me look like I have more eyelashes. And it's the Eyeko Black Magic Mascara. This is probably going to be the mascara I use for the rest of my life. It's so, I don't know what it is about the formula, but the formula actually clings to the little eyelashes that I have and it makes them look thicker, so not longer because, I mean, come on, we're not working miracles here, but thicker. So when I put it on my bottom eyelashes, it clings to every little hair and makes it look like it's maybe 3 hairs. I think it's definitely the formula. It doesn't clump, it doesn't get spidery. So this mascara is just super black. It's just the perfect mascara. Holy grail. Since we're talking about eyelashes, I went to my local beauty supply store and I found these Red Cherry Flare extra short eyelashes, and these are basically little individual bundles. I've been using them on the lower lash line as bottom eyelashes and they are so beautiful. When I have more dramatic looks, of course, lashes, they're super easy to apply, so if you're somebody who's been wanting to try bottom eyelashes but the strip is a little bit too difficult, these little individual ones are really, really nice. And I think this pack was $2, so you can't really beat that price. So next are these Ardency In eyeliner pencils. I used this shade here in one of my tutorials, and a lot of you guys loved it. Ardency In, if you haven't heard about them, is a brand that's super edgy, kind of punk rock, and they have a lot of really unique colors. You guys should definitely check them out. Sephora sells them, and then their website also sells them. But I have got these 3 eyeliners, and I have the shade... Okay, so I have the shade Dark Blue, Lilac, and Hot Pink. And these are just such interesting eyeliner pencils. They're colors that I've never seen before, that I definitely don't own. I mean, until now, obviously. But I have been loving them. The formula is super rich and creamy, and when you put it in your lash line or your waterline, it's so creamy that it doesn't tug on your eyes. It just, these eyeliners are amazing. Ardency also makes amazing eyeshadows. Their products are so good. But these eyeliners, though, they're real good. All right, so next is something that I kind of just got recently, but I can already tell you I'm obsessed with it. I'm wearing it right now on my lids. If you guys are wondering what this is, this really glittery color on my lid, it's the Sigma Celestial Glitter, and it's part of their new collection, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so good. It's basically a peach loose pigment, but it has flecks of green and gold, and it's just so, it's beautiful, you guys. It's so beautiful. I can't even tell you how much I love this. It's very unique. I have nothing like it, and if you guys are afraid to wear glitter, this is such finely milled glitter that it's not going to be bam in your face, but it is going to look really jaw-dropping. It's going to look beautiful under lights. If you have a Christmas party, a New Year's party, and you're not super crazy about glitter, I know a lot of people like to wear glitter for the holidays. This is just perfect for you. You have to have it. I'm telling you, you need this. It's amazing. You guys already know I'm gonna talk about these eyeshadows. Everyone's been talking about them. I've been using them for like 3 months already. But I didn't mention them before just because they weren't out yet and I didn't want to tease you guys, you know? So these are the Anastasia Beverly Hills single eyeshadows, and anything Anastasia makes is gold. So I have these palettes here. Ugh. Does this ever happen to you guys? My nail just went, and it pains me to look at it like that. But I have these single Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, and I just have them in Z palettes here. These are like my mostly used colors right here. And then I put my more colorful ones in a palette like this. I mean, honestly, MAC should just watch out. I know MAC is huge and everybody loves them and they're very well known, but Anastasia is really stepping up to that level. I think this is that level, but I mean, just as far as branching out to be what MAC is, I definitely think Anastasia is that. And these eyeshadows are phenomenal. They have such a large color range. They're so creamy, they're so buttery, and also the foiled eyeshadows in here are just gorgeous. They're so beautiful. They're like pressed pigments, and I just really like them. I think that if I were to choose between having a MAC palette and one of these palettes, is definitely these. The Anastasia eyeshadows are sold as singles now, so any eyeshadows that you guys have seen in any of the palettes, the Amrezy palette, the Maya Mia palette, the Tamana palette, all of those now come in singles. So if you missed out on any of those palettes, I know a lot of people wanted to repurchase them and they're pretty much all sold out now, so you can get them in singles and you can make little palettes. They come with little palettes when you buy, I think 8 or 6, I'm not really sure. So the last thing in my favorites is my favorite thing of my favorite video. These eyeshadows are phenomenal and they've basically been inspiring me, which is, I don't know, as a blogger you see so much makeup and you get to play with all this makeup, which is amazing, but you start to kind of lose inspiration every now and then, and Colourpop sent me these eyeshadows, so I'm just putting that out there, but my opinion regardless is going to be 100% like my opinion. They sent me these eyeshadows and it like changed my life. I love these eyeshadows and I'm going to show you like some of the colors that I have here. Can I just say that each of these eyeshadows is only $5? That's better than drugstore price, I think. Like drugstore prices are getting kind of, I want to say expensive because Kathleen Lights has me saying that. But drugstore products are really starting to get expensive. I would say they feel more like pressed pigments, and the texture of these eyeshadows is creamy to powder. So when you swipe your finger in it, it feels very creamy. And I can't figure out if it is a cream or a powder because it says pressed pigment. But the texture of it is so unique because it blends like a powder, but it feels like a cream. And it sets like a powder. So I'm unsure if it's powder or cream, but it works like you would not believe. I have so many amazing colors and I'm gonna do a lot of holiday looks using these, and I'm gonna swatch some of them for you right now. Too Shy right here, this blue color, and then silver color here. This is one swipe in the eyeshadow pot too. Fantasy, and it's this beautiful, beautiful purple shadow. It's almost hot pink. It's like magenta purple. It's called Envy. I mean, could you die? Like, how beautiful is this? I'll swatch it on this finger here. Oh, hold on. I'm not good at these swatches. So this one is Hammered. So pretty right there. So then there's Liberty, which is this beautiful silver color, perfect for the holidays. And I'm gonna swatch it on my hand for you guys. And can you believe this swatch? I just swiped it once and it's phenomenal. Like, I can't believe the pigment. It almost looks like metal. And if you want something a little more subtle, there's this one, which is beautiful. It's called On the Rocks. There we go, On the Rocks. It's this one here. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys. My hands look crazy right now. This color right here. So it's a pretty bronze copper shade. It's so beautiful. All right guys, so that is it for my November favorites. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'm definitely excited about all of these products, so if you guys give any of them a try, or if you've tried any of them, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you like them, if you don't like them. ¿Qué crees? What do you think? I watch favorites videos and I go out and buy things like right away. It's like hoarders. It's like makeup hoarders supporting other makeup hoarders. It's a sickness. I will see you guys in my next video. Sometimes an accent comes out of nowhere. I have no idea how that happens. I burp in every blooper. It's so sick. So then, this shit is bomb. And I love it. Man, I love it. It doesn't make your eyelashes look I'm a little Gracie right now.